Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, to go with our porcelain, we're gonna make broccoli. So I'm gonna show you how to do this. So the first thing you do, you need your broccoli and you'll need 1/3 cup of water. So I'm gonna put 1/3 cup of water into our bowl. Okay. So about 1/3 cup of water into our pan, right? And then we're gonna fill this thing with broccoli. Now I don't really know how much broccoli to put in here. So what we'll do is we'll just fill the pan with broccoli because not a lot of broccoli, that's too much broccoli. Okay guys, so we got our broccoli in, okay? Now, once the cauliflower is done, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with that cauliflower, okay? We're gonna make something called cauliflower mashed potatoes, okay? So I'm gonna put the lid or the thing back on here. Alright, so all I'm doing is I'm just getting my cauliflower out. It's really, really hot. Okay. Lid. Lid on. And lock it up. And we're going to cook this for...
Can't remember. Let's do 7 minutes.
We'll cook this for 7 minutes. And as that's cooking, we're gonna get, now we have sour cream and we have some butter. So we're gonna make the cauliflower mashed potatoes. I'm gonna show you how to make them. Okay guys? So you take 1 bag of cauliflower and you take about a half a stick of butter and you take a little bit of your sour cream.
I'm not using that half a stick of butter.
How much is the butter?
I don't know yet.
Let me see. Okay, we'll just say this for now. You need
Butter.
You need butter, so it's unsalted butter. Okay, we'll just say it that way. All right. So I'm gonna actually open it from this angle because this makes the best sense. So we're gonna open the bag very carefully. Okay, and it is steamy. See? Woo! Steamy. Alright, so we're gonna throw this in our bowl. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do, and I'll show you what the next step is gonna be. Okay? But you'll see that the cauliflower is cooked through all the way. Okay, so we're showing you this video because this is going to be the easiest thing you'll ever learn how to make. Okay, so I'm going to show you what the next step's going to be. So you need, it's 3 tablespoons of butter. And you're needing 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Okay. So we're gonna do 1 and 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm sorry, 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Sorry guys. And then, once you do that, you're probably gonna need that. We're gonna do this up really good.
The butter and the sour cream start to
Nope.
smell in your mixing chop.
Mixing chop. Yeah, man.
Add the cheese and the mixing chop in it. Don't worry about the rest later. I got this one.
Okay, so we're gonna just mix this up now. Once this butter is melted, then we're gonna put in our cheese and we're gonna use the mixing chop to mash this up so it can be mashed cauliflower. Okay? So just mix it all the way up. Make sure your butter's melted. That's what you want. You want your butter to melt. Okay? Make sure your butter is melted. You cannot put the cheese in with your without the butter being melted first. Now the butter does take a little minute to melt. So what I do is I kind of just do this a little bit so it can help along. So I'm kind of mash it up a little bit, just break it in half. Where the butter will melt in with this. Now this is an easy recipe to make. This is something that you will know how to make because I love doing this recipe. I've never done this before with you guys. You guys have never seen a video on this. But we're making broccoli, we're making mashed cauliflower, and we have a pork loin in the oven that's only has 4 minutes left. So I'm doing this video just to show you guys. Okay, you guys remember I did the pork loin already. I'm gonna do the broccoli too. The broccoli is pretty simple. All I do to the broccoli is I just add some butter, I add some salt and pepper, and that's all I do. And maybe a little bit of onion powder. I can't remember if I do that or not. I'll have to see. Okay? Alright, so as you can see, this is nice and melted. Pretty much. Now, we're going to add our cheese. Okay? And now is where we get to work. So now, mix this in. And now what I'm going to do, we're going to switch. We're going to switch to our mixing chop and we're going to start mashing. Okay? We're going to switch to the mixing chop and get in here and start mashing it up. Okay? This is mashed cauliflower. Okay? Just mix it all, just mash it until, now you mash it until it looks like mashed potatoes. Okay? Just get in here, start mixing it up, mash it up really well. Just kind of mash it really, really good. Okay, so now we're gonna add salt and pepper. And then get okay, so we're just gonna stir this in. We're gonna mash this up. Now I have some more butter, and the butter, like I said, I put butter in my broccoli. Okay, so we're just gonna mash it up really well. Okay, just mash it up. Remember, the goal is to make it look like it's mashed potatoes, kind of. So you want this to have a look like mashed potatoes. You want to make sure that it's really mashed in with that. And I know now this video is gonna be a long one because after this I have to do the broccoli. So when the broccoli's done, I'm gonna check to make sure it's cooked. See the broccoli? See how I'm just mashing it up and just mashing it up with the mixing chop? I want to make sure that. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this for a minute.
Yeah, let you have an assistant.
Yeah. So we're just gonna mash this up. And once I, woo, steamy. Once I drain my broccoli, I'm gonna show you what we do to that. So we're kind of gonna go back and forth with this. We're just gonna make this all into one video.
So you know. See how it's pretty tender?
Mm-hmm.
So you put this back on, and you just strain it in.
I'll continue with this in a minute. Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you. So what you do is you take your broccoli. Actually, let me turn this camera so you guys can see me. Let me turn this, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you how to do this. So you take your broccoli and you strain it. So all you do is you take your water and you strain your broccoli really, really good. All that water is from the steaming part, okay? You have to strain it really, really good, okay? All right, so once that water is pretty much out of there, which it is, you're gonna take, I'm gonna turn this back over, okay? So we're gonna work over here. So I'm gonna take some butter and
Yeah, come on. Just leave the bacon. I got that.
It's so beautiful. It's so hot.
Get the pork right now. We gotta make sure it's done.
Mama, that's so fun.
okay guys, so now that that's done, now the broccoli, I have to do something else to it.
Wow.
Shake the pepper here. Okay? No. I want you to stand up. Come here.
Okay,
Get over
this
here.
pork
Stand.
loin, we gotta make sure it's cooked. So we're gonna take it out of the oven. You see all that juice? That just comes from the pork loin. It's fine, okay? All right, so let the pork loin sit for a minute. I'm gonna attend to this broccoli, okay? All right, so you're gonna take the lid off. Woo, it's steamy. Okay, and we're gonna add some melted butter, and I'm gonna actually, oh good. Okay, add some butter, and it's the same process as before. We're just gonna mix it in with the broccoli. You're gonna mix it until it's melted. You want the broccoli to be melted, or the butter to melt. So watch, so you take your spoon, and you just kind of mix it up a little, and you add salt and pepper to taste to this broccoli, because that's basically what I do when I make my broccoli is I add a little bit of salt and pepper. You can also add something called SPG, which I don't, but it's a good idea. SPG stands for salt, pepper, and garlic powder. That's something most people add to their broccoli, but we just do a standard salt and pepper thing because it's just easier. So we're gonna melt the butter. We're gonna try to melt this butter into this broccoli. And the same rule. Now our cauliflower, the cauliflower over here is looking good. We gotta finish that up. We're gonna add some salt and pepper to this in a minute. Okay? Can you guys see the? Yeah, you guys can see the camera. Okay? And I know this is gonna be a long video. I'm trying to get this to be. So you're gonna melt this. Okay. We're gonna melt this to. Okay. So now I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. Like I said, all it is it's just salt and pepper. So what I do is I sprinkle it all over the pan. And what I do is I get it out of there because I don't want to waste any of it, right? In the sink, we'll mix that in. And then after this, my work here is done. Once this butter melts a little bit more, because the butter's not fully melted yet. We're still kind of waiting for this butter to melt. We're gonna let this butter melt. Once this butter is melted, then I'll upload this video to my YouTube, okay? So as you guys can see, this was pretty simple. It was not really that difficult, okay? Oh, actually, I have one more thing to do with that cauliflower mashed potatoes. I gotta add some bacon into it, okay? Now, some people don't add bacon to it, but we do because it's sort of like, you know how you make baked potatoes and you add like sour cream cheese, bacon to it? It's basically what it is, except we're not using baked potatoes. We're just doing cauliflower mashed potatoes. And some people I've seen on TV add green onions to their baked potatoes. Okay, so look at this broccoli compared to what it was. So remember how it was before, how it was all like the butter was in there, it wasn't really melted, but look, see it now? Here, I'll show you. See? The butter's all melted. So the broccoli is done. So what I'll do is I'll just leave it there to just sit. And while this is sitting, we're gonna we're gonna
Why don't you
tend
start like
to this cauliflower mashed potatoes.
try to smash them up a little more with the fork.
Okay, guys. So, like I told you, we have to tend to this this cauliflower mashed potatoes. So we're gonna kind of get in there, and we're gonna just do a little, not too much, because we don't want to overdo it. Okay. And like I told you, we're gonna add some bacon into it. Okay, just go a little bit. You don't want to. Now you don't want to like kill it or anything. You just want to mash it up until it is like nice and smashed. You know. So kind of like this. See, you see that? See how it's all mashed in there? That's what you need. So just kind of mash it up. And I know it looks runny at this point. That's okay. That's the way it's supposed to look. It's not going to really make a difference. It's really good. I haven't tasted it yet, so we'll see. And I will actually,
How's that cheese? Is it melted or do you think it needs to go in the microwave?
I think it can go in the microwave.
Why don't you pop it in there for 30 seconds to see if that cheese is melt.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna melt this cheese a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna cover it with the lid. It doesn't bubble over. So we're gonna cook this for 30 seconds. We're just gonna hit it. We'll let it do its job. The pork loin is done. It came out so nice and tender. Okay, we're still rolling here. You know. Okay, so we're just gonna let our pork sit and rest. Now, our broccoli here is just sitting. Our broccoli is done. We're letting that sit. Now, when you... Alright. So once they're done downloading, do I exit out of it?
Excuse me. What's downloading? Oh, your thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, or you can download more.
Okay. So we'll go to... Now we're going to do season 2. Oh, there's 3 seasons of Victoria's. Okay. Okay, guys. So...
There you go.
So now, I'll show you. So this is what the cauliflower mash looks like. It is so yummy. Ooh, and it smells even better. Now we're gonna add in some bacon. Now once this process is done, this is where I end the video. Okay? So now we're gonna stir in our bacon. And I'll show you what this looks like. Because this looks so good, by the way. You're not even gonna know, now some people may not like bacon. But if you add it, you're not even gonna know it's in there, okay? So just stir it up really well. And I'm gonna actually show you a plate, or what this looks like, okay? All right, so you see? That's basically what you have. So now, this broccoli, so I'm gonna kind of make like a little dinner station. So, we have our cauliflower mashed potatoes. We have our broccoli over here. So, here's my dinner. So let's just imagine we've made our plate, right? We're just gonna imagine it. So I made some cauliflower mashed potatoes, right? See? I made some broccoli, and all I did to the broccoli was just cooked it for about 7 minutes. We added melted butter and salt and pepper to our broccoli, and I made pork loin, okay? All right, this is where I end it here. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be back with another one. Bye. Vlog on. Peace out. Boom. Okay. Bye, guys.